It's your girl back again with another video. I know I haven't posted in a minute, but bear with me. Like, it just be so hard to figure out what to post or how to post it. But today's the day we gotta do for another video. Today's really the day because it really be so much going on, and it's like, why not, just tell your story? Like, everybody all deep into my life anyhow, because I was on that TLC show back when I was pregnant with my daughter. But yeah, like at my big age, it's just like I be trying to avoid bringing certain things to social media. I be trying to avoid, I just be trying to avoid a lot of conversations, but it's just like certain things really need to be spoke on, because if not me, then who? If not me, then who? But yeah, it's just like nobody is gonna speak on the situation, because some people's not the ones that have to deal with it. Some people are not the ones that go through it. But it's just like, I'm gonna be the one. I'm gonna speak my mind, and I don't care who don't like it, because at the end of the day, it's just like stuff gets tiring, and it's like we're too grown. We're just too grown. We too grown to be enabling people's behavior. We too grown to tell you what you want to hear. Sometimes you really gotta put all feelings to the side and tell somebody what they need to hear, because it's a bad look. It's not a good look, for real. Y'all, I got my hair done. My hairstylist, she be bodying. But yeah, I don't even know where to start. But I'm about to sit here and talk to y'all y'all my friends. Well, I'm not gonna say my friends, because I really speak to my friends like that, because I just be in my own world. I just been focusing on school, focusing on being a mom to my kids. It's just I haven't been having time for my social life, hanging out with friends, whatever the case may be. But my friends understand, and I also, train myself to understand and know that I'm only getting older. So it's I gotta figure situate my kids, because if I don't work hard now, I want my kids to have a great future. I want my kids to have a wonderful life, a life that I never had. So 25, I'm in my own apartment. I work, I take care of myself, I take care of my kids, I take care of all my bills by myself. Shout out to me, as I should, because I chose this life, and God also chose this life for me. So I'm forever grateful. I'm grateful for everything I have, everything I went through. I'm grateful for whatever the future holds. Shout out to God, because he held me down through it all. If it wasn't for him, I probably would have lost myself, because I felt myself drowning, for real. Sorry about that, y'all. But yeah, I don't even remember where I left off at. That's why I hate being interrupted. But so when I found that I was pregnant at 14 or whatever, I wasn't ready to have a kid or whatever. I wasn't ready at all. I was just so lost. I just couldn't believe, I was actually pregnant, or whatever the case may be. And when I found out, I was days away from being days away from turning 5 months or whatever. So, I had no choice but to put my big girl panties on. And from then is I knew my life changed, and it's I knew I wasn't living for myself anymore. At the time, I didn't have a job. I didn't have no type of finances, so just my mom, she took care of everything, and she took care of everything until I was able to take care of my daughter financially by myself or whatever. even while living under her roof, you know, I ended up getting my first job and I, you know, started taking care of my daughter and taking care of myself, which I feel like a normal parent would want you to do. Get a job so you can take care of your responsibilities. And at that time, like I had my first job or whatever. My first job was at Forever 21. My paychecks wasn't, you know, wasn't about nothing. Like my paychecks wasn't really about nothing. Like, you know, any little paycheck I'm putting it towards my daughter, barely being able to take care of myself, like, you know, trying to maintain my hair, my nails, you know, but it's like I always put my daughter first. And I feel like any parent would do that or whatever the case may be. And I would never be mad at my daughter for having to put her before me, because at the end of the day, when you have a child, you're not living for yourself anymore. You're living for your child. So it's just like, this is what it comes with. Your child always comes first. Like once you have a kid, the child comes first. Like your whole life changes. It's not about you anymore. Like, yes, you got to take care of yourself in order to take care of your child, but it's just like your child is what matters. Like your child is what matters 100%. So like I don't even know how to, like, I'm not here to bash no one, to each his own, but like when my child grew up, I don't want her to hurry up and get a job just to help me with bills. I don't want her to rush to grow up just to, you know, just for her to take care of me just because I have to take care of her. That's not what life is about. Like, I want both my daughter and my son to grow up, work, take care of themselves, you know, go to college, you know, just have a great life, a stress-free life, a non-toxic life. Like, I don't want to raise damaged children. I don't want my kids to be damaged. I don't want my kids to have any mental issues. I don't want my kids to feel like they can't talk to me. I don't want my kids to be scared to come to me about anything. Like, I'm not perfect, and I was never perfect, and my mother was never, I'm not going to sit here and say my mom's a bad mom, because, you know, at the end of the day, she raised her kids by herself, and she took care of me. She did what she needed to do. But, like, the resentment, like, you can just tell when somebody just doesn't like you. You can just tell when somebody just, it's just something about you that they, like, it's just something about you they probably wish they seen in themselves. And I don't know what it is about me, but it's just like, me and my mom never seen eye to eye. We always bumped heads. And when I was younger, I used to always have an attitude, but what girl don't have an attitude? Like, I was never that disrespectful child. Like, I was just never a oblivious person towards my mother. So it's just like, some of her actions, it just doesn't make any sense to me. Like, I never really understood what it was. And until this day, like, I'm older now, so I see things differently. It's like I understand her somewhat because you've been through stuff, just like we all been through stuff. But I just be wanting to, like, understand, like, why you deal with me the way you do. And it's like I still try with her. I try because, you know, that's my mom at the end of the day. And who want to cut their mom off? Like, who don't want to deal with their mom? Like, you only have one mother, one father. So it's just like, you know, why not keep trying or whatever? I felt like I have no choice but to keep trying with her, because that's my mom, and I don't want to be out here looking at her as if she's my enemy. That's just not, my heart ain't built like that. Like, my heart ain't built like that. So it's just so weird when we always fall out, and it's like her actions, and it's just like, do you look at me as your daughter, or do you look at me as a regular female in the street? Because it's just like, the things she would say, and like the way she would act towards me, it just doesn't add up. And then it's just like, how do you claim for this person to be a child, but you just deal with them away? Like, y'all, she deals with me like, I don't know, she probably hates my dad. I don't know what her and my dad been through. I don't really know. I can't sit here and say what they've been through because I was a child. So it's just like, something either hasn't happened between them, or she got some personal issues that, you know, that she got to deal with. But it's just like, why put that on me, you know? And it's just like, everybody's like, oh, Shania, that's your mom. You just got to try. You got to do this and you got to do that. But at the end of the day, it's just like, I'm an adult now. We all got feelings. I don't be out here disrespecting my mom or saying things to hurt her feelings. And even when she's tried to, you know, like break me down and stuff, it's just like, I still, you know, I still put that behind me. I still try to like, y'all, I'm getting emotional. I still try to put that behind me. Like, I still try to like, I'm back again, y'all. I had to make some storage and get my mind right because, yeah. But back to what I was saying, I be trying to understand, like, I spent too many years trying to figure out why my mother is the way she is when it comes to me. I spent too much time trying to figure it out, and I'm feeling bad, like, okay, I had a baby early, maybe that's why. But it's just like, my daughter's going on 10 now. Well, my daughter is 10. I'm 25. I done moved out, had another kid. And it's just like, you can't hold that against me forever. Like I get it, it happened. We dealt with it. You be saying you moved on. But it's just like, anytime we have a disagreement or anything happens, you're so quick to throw me having my child early in my face. But it's just like, I did bad just as much as you did bad, but who looks worse, you know? And I would never sit here and put my pregnancy on nobody, but it's just like, you wanted to go, you know, we went on that show. Why? What? How do we benefit from that show? Like, how do we benefit from it? You got your few episodes of fame. I didn't really care about that show at the time because it was real life. Like, it was a real life situation, and at the time, I really didn't want to broadcast being pregnant at 14. So it's like, the only reason you really wanted to go on that show was to embarrass me, but in the end, you embarrassed yourself as well, because there's fans out there that look down on me, but then there's fans that look down on you because you're the adult. You're the adult. Like, you know, like you always say, I'm the adult. Let me stop. But it's just like, I spent my whole entire life like not being able to express how I feel, not being able to talk up for myself. So now it's just like, when it's time to communicate and it's time for me to, you know, say how I feel, it's so hard for me. It's beyond hard for me. And now it's like, you know, I see a therapist every Tuesday or whatever, and I talk to my therapist, and I told her a lot of what I go through, or like my reactions or how I am as a person, has to do with my childhood. And she explained it to me in a way where it makes sense. But my mom, she would never want to hear that. Like, she's never at fault. She's never at fault. She's never wrong. She's never wrong. She never does anything. She's just, you know, I don't even know what to say. And it's come to a point in my life where it's just like, you know, it's tiring. It's draining. It's so draining having to go through this over and over and over with somebody. that's supposed to like be there for you for somebody, you know, like you're my mom. Like, you know, we shouldn't have to continuously go through something like this. And it's just like, I don't want to be going through this with my daughter where she feel like I'm her enemy, or I would never look at my child as my enemy. So it's just like, I don't know what it is when it comes to her, but I just hope, like, I just really like, I just really hope, like, I mean, I've hoped for so many years that it would get better. Like, I have a lot of friends that they have great relationships with their mom, great relationships with their parents, and here I am. I'm just always going through something with my mom, and it's just like, there's no such thing as talking about it with her, because she's gonna play victim and she's gonna point fingers, she's gonna talk over you. So it's like, at this point in life, like, I really gave up. Like, and it's sad to give up on someone, like, as your mother. Like, girl, I ain't trying to give up on you. Like, you ain't even give me time to... I'm back again. Hopefully this is my last time having to cut the video off. But yeah, like, she ain't give me time to like become successful. She ain't give me time to get my stuff together. So like, you know, who wouldn't want to give their parent the world? Like, you took care of me, do what you had to do. You didn't even give me time to repay you. Like, I had my child early. I had to put, you know, I had to put my life on pause to be a mother to my child. At the same time, still get myself together, because I'm also a growing child. And it's just like, it's like, it was always a fight in between, like, me being a mother at such a young age and me having to raise a baby at such a young age versus me having to be there for myself and get myself together, because at the time I was still uneducated. Like, I didn't have no job, so I was still going through school, and you know, I was still going through stuff. So it was just like, I didn't have time to know myself. I didn't have time to figure out who I am as a person. So, you know, it's just like, I've been through a lot, and y'all, I'm sorry. Like, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm back. But like, yeah, like, I've been through a lot, and it's a lot of emotions that I haven't dealt with as yet, because like, I just don't want to deal with them. But it's like, they're there, and this is why I see a therapist now, because if y'all watch the show, y'all seen when they tried to force me to speak to a therapist, and I was just not there. Like, I was there, but I wasn't there. And it's just like, you can't force a person to do something like that on live TV at that. And it's just like, everything was just so forced. It's like, I never had a voice. So now it's just like, I have a 10-year-old, and you know, she got a voice. I let her, yo, woo. I'm trying to hold back the tears, because this is just an emotional roller coaster for me. Like, it's not even me sitting up on the camera crying. Like, I'm trying to snap out of it. Like, but yeah, like, with my 10-year-old, like, I always let her know, like, you know, her feelings matter. Tell me how you feel, whether I like it or not. You know, she speaks. Like, she has a voice of her own, and I never had that growing up. So a lot of it be real hard. Like, all of this is just so hard, because like, I'm such a positive person now, and I try not to let negativity get to me. And like, I just try to be positive no matter what, because I'm a firm believer in everything happens for a reason, and I feel like God knows why he put me through what he put me through, because like the person I am today is just like, I'm still getting to know myself. I'm still getting to know who I am. Like yeah, I'm strong and I have my days, but like I'm just still learning a lot of things, and I'm still learning how to I'm still learning. Like I'm still a work in progress because I'm not at my best, but I'm definitely not at my worst either. And I pat myself on the back every day because 10 years ago, I was just a lost 14-year-old girl, and I didn't know, like, I just didn't know where I was going to end up in life, because like my mom was just toxic all my life, and my dad was just in and out of my life. Like he was there, but he wasn't there as much as I wanted him to be. And it's okay. Like I forgave him. I love my dad to death. Like that's my dog. But like it's just a lot to deal with, and it's hard to be this strong individual, and it's just like you have so much unsolved trauma in you that you be trying to put behind you. You try to let it go, but it's just like, then here's this person that it's like y'all are stuck for life, because that's my mom at the end of the day. But it's just like, how can I forgive you and you just do the same thing over and over and over again? And it's like you don't have no care in the world how you make anyone feel. And then it's just like when we speak up for ourselves, or you know, it's, oh, you're ungrateful. I have to make some space again. This is why I need a camera, because I have to literally clear out my phone to make videos. But this is gonna be like the last part of this video. But I'm just, you know, I just want what's best for everybody, and I'm on a mission right now, and my mission is to finish school, start my dream job, start my career, and you know, live the best life I can live with my kids. And I just don't have time for draining situations. I don't have time for draining people. I don't have time to enable people that hate their life. I don't have time to enable people that aren't happy for me. I don't have time to, I'm just not dealing with any of that anymore. And like, I just feel like today was the day I needed to make a video, since everyone is always asking about my mom. And I try not to get on here to speak about my mom, because at the end of the day, that's not who I am. And how would I look to go on social media, you know, talking about my mom or talking bad about my mom, even though she's did way worse? But two wrongs don't make it right at the end of the day. And I'm just, you know, tired. Like I'm just tired of a lot of BS, and I just want peace. And this past year, I've been my happiest in a long time. You know, I've been gaining weight. I've really had a peace of mind. And so it's like when situations with my mom happens, it's just like, ugh, like here we go again. Because they always say misery loves company, and it's just like, I don't know if she gets a kick out of making everybody miserable because she's miserable, or whatever the situation may be. I just wish her the best, and I just gotta accept the fact that I gotta love her from a distance, because I would never carry hate on my heart for my mom, because I would never block my blessings by doing so. But it's just like, I'm not obligated to deal with you either. Like, I'm grown now. I'm 25. I live on my own. I do everything for myself. I need you, but then I don't need you. Like, I need you because you're my mom, and there's sometimes you have answers to questions that I may ask or questions that I may have, but then it's just like, I don't need you because I'm not obligated or entitled to put up with you or your disrespect or your negativity. That's just too toxic. And I spent all my life catering to you, all my life trying to figure out where I went wrong as a child, you know, trying to figure out why you are the way you are to me, trying to figure out what I ever did to you. So it's like, at this point in my life, I gave up. Like, you know, I gave up. It's clearly never gonna be how I want it to be, you know. A mom's best friend, a daughter's best friend, like, you know, it's never gonna be that. So it was just like, why continuously try? Why continuously put myself through this with somebody that's not trying to look beyond, you know, their emotions? But it is what it is, and life goes on. And, you know, I want nothing but the best for my mom. Hopefully she would want nothing but the best for me. And yeah, and that's it for today's video, y'all. Because as you can see, I keep getting emotional, and I don't like getting emotional on camera because I don't want nobody to call me weak. But thank you for watching this video. I'm thinking of some stuff to do for my next video because, you know, Kamara's going back to school in like 3 weeks, and then I'm gonna have Cash, and you know, summer's almost over. But yeah, I'm gonna figure it all out. But thank you for watching. Subscribe if you haven't, you know, tell a friend to tell a friend. And yeah, I love you all. I love my supporters, I love my fans, and stay tuned.